Outside of my home state of Missouri, most of what people think they might know about Lake of the Ozarks is probably a perception rooted in the popular Netflix series Ozark, which streamed 4 seasons between 2017 and 2022. In that show, the Bird family finds themselves entangled in the tentacles of both the cartel and a local Ozark Mafia, caught in the middle of a drug money laundering scheme. But how much of that background story is true? And what's really going on down there at Lake of the Ozarks?
I don't know shit about fuck.
Well, having spent a fair amount of time down there myself over the years, I gotta tell you straight away that what happens at the lake stays at the lake. But I can safely tell you some of it without risking my Ozark street cred. So, here we go. Here's my story. I got a fishing story for you, and it may be the greatest story ever told. Yeah, that was then and this is now. Still doing all the same silly shit, just with a few more gray hairs and always a few new faces with nicknames based on screw-ups. Because down at the lake, if you screw up even once, even a tiny bit, well, you've got yourself a new nickname coming. You ain't gonna like it. And it's one that's probably gonna follow you home, and it's gonna stay pinned on your ass for life.
Hey, quit that!
Oh,
son of a
no!
bitch. No matter what I do, I'm the fucking asshole.
And my pole was bent into a horseshoe shape. And we're talking, this is a Destin rod I'd rigged up for Florida. And I'm pulling this thing up off the bottom, and I swear to God, it felt huge.
I'd say it was about 1,000,000 pounds.
I'd say it was about 1,000,000 bajillion pounds.
You weren't even fucking here.
No matter what I say, what I do,
Now, I suppose everyone's Lake of the Ozark experience is not going to be the same as anyone else's, but that's been the shared experience in my Ozark community, which is basically an extension of my neighborhood community back home in Kansas City.
I'm not gonna let this one go.
Oh boy. Did that fall off too?
2 in a row?
2 in a row, and I jerked on that one.
That laugh belongs to Jerry, captain of the boat we're fishing from, owner of the lake house we're staying in, husband to his wife Elaine, and my neighbor across the street back home. Around 12 years ago, Jerry wandered across the street to ask for help with a little project out at his lake house on Lake of the Ozarks. That project was building a 2-car garage from scratch, and he needed to have that garage built and finished in 3 days. 5 of us chipped in a few pints of blood, sweat, and tears, and despite our obvious physical and mental handicaps, we got the job done on time. And for the newcomers, like me, it earned us a lifetime pass into Jerry's world and to his Lake of the Ozarks community. For me, that's where it all began.
Nada.
Lake of the Ozarks is not a natural lake. It's a reservoir created in 1929 by impounding the Osage River. It's a huge body of water with a surface area of 54,000 acres and over 1,100 miles of shoreline. The main channel stretches 92 miles from start to finish with depths up to 130 feet. That's deep enough to drown the Statue of Liberty right up to her torch. And within those depths lurk some big-ass fish. That's what brings us out there, the fishing. For the younger crowd, it's all about the drunken debauchery in the party cove where hundreds of boats are all tied together at the hip. You want to know what's scary? A redneck with money. That's right. You let a redneck get a hold of a big old pile of money, and boys and girls, you're gonna see some shit. I don't know if there's a shred of truth to the Ozark series and the whole premise of money laundering operations by the cartel and Ozark Mafia, but the money down at the lake is nonfiction. There's plenty of it. And on any given weekend in the summer, that money is on full display. I don't get down there much in the summertime because that's my busy season, chasing hailstorms around the country. And that's okay. I'll go ahead and wait for fall, when all the bars lock their doors in October, the weekend warriors disappear, and you've got all 92 miles of Lake of the Ozarks almost all to yourself. That's when it's time to go jugging for blue cats. And to be honest, it's not even about the fishing. Sure, that's the justification we use for going down there in the off season, but most of the memories aren't made out on the boat. They're made back at the house, where good friends all come together over a beer or 200. It's the downtime between fishing runs, where the day's entertainment might be seeing how long it takes a sleeping pit bull to notice an ice cube placed on her belly. It takes about 10 minutes if you're curious. The Lake of the Ozarks is as much about disconnection as it is about reconnection. It's being intentional about finding time to finally exhale and to let a lot of things on your mind just go. Those lazy days slide quietly into twilight when we take turns cooking meals, fetching beers, and pouring shots. Lake life for us is all about community, being a part of a project, a meal, or a story that earns someone a nickname. It's all about being a part of something that's larger than yourself, because communities outlast every one of us. We're brought into them, we experience them together, and before we know it, we're the ones watching the younger, newer members come in, experience the magic of the community, and earn themselves a nickname like Cannonball, Vag, or Masturbator. And the Lake of the Ozarks lives on. That's the truth of it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I don't even know where to go from here.
Looks like you need to go to Walmart and get a new rod.